Well, the Irish economy has proven to be remarkably resilient. We came through the COVID-19 pandemic and regained all of the jobs we lost and a lot more. We have a record number of people now employed in Ireland. We have unemployment of less than 5%, and our economy, we believe, will grow in 2024. 2023 was challenging, particularly given the external environment, and as you know, Ireland is an export-oriented, small, open economy, and so we rely on there being demand for the goods and services that we produce. But the domestic economy has held up very well, and we are anticipating across this year that there will be continued growth in modified domestic demand, which is our preferred measure of the domestic economy, and we do see significant signs of recovery across a number of the key sectors where we have an FDI presence, particularly in life sciences, in technology, medtech, and of course in international financial services. So we do expect the Irish economy will grow across 2024 in both GDP and modified domestic demand terms. Employment will remain strong, but there are headwinds and there are challenges, and as a small open economy we are dependent on that external environment.
Do you see any risk that your fiscal policy in the post-COVID environment is perhaps stoking inflation, because obviously there are various measures to offset the high cost of living, which in turn would therefore potentially mitigate the impact of central bank efforts to keep down inflation?
Sure, and I guess it's a balance that has to be struck by every government in the world, and thankfully, because of the management of our public finances in recent years, the strong economic performance, our public finances are in good health, and so we were in a position to respond with significant fiscal intervention for households, for businesses during COVID-19, and I think that has proven to be the right policy choice given the rebound that we've seen in the Irish economy. And we have responded then more recently in the context of the cost of living challenges that people have faced in terms of the energy price shock, a level of inflation that we hadn't seen for 40 years, and it was the right thing to do to respond. But as we move towards more normal economic conditions, as inflation falls, we do all have to return to more normal budgeting, and that does mean tapering off exceptional supports over time and ensuring that we're not pushing against what monetary policy is trying to do, because it's in all of our interest to get inflation down and create a more stable and more predictable environment within which business can make decisions.